Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to my Fallout 4 Mod Spotlight series, where today we are having a look at the More Power Armor Stations mod, which is being made by user 7starC. And what this glorious little piece of work looks to add into the game is 10 fun new power armor stations for you to build in your settlements. And I really gotta say, I love the look of these things, as in my opinion, they really fit in with the whole post-apocalyptic wasteland we have in the Commonwealth a lot better in my mind than the standard power armor stations we do have in the game. So let's take a look at what we get here. So let's head into the workshop mode and over to, of course, the crafting category, where we will find all 10 new stations. And let's begin with the first of them, which is simply a toolbox and an assorted set of tools. And I mean, come on, yeah, that just seems like what people who might potentially have power armor in the wasteland might be using. It's just tools, which just makes sense to me. And if you're going for a more minimalist settlement, some sort of encampment out somewhere, this would really fit with that aesthetic. Now, if you are wanting something a bit more substantial, you can always go with this particular one here, which has a half of a power armor lift as well as a diagnostic cart. A very good combination there. And again, to me, still fits in more with the world, considering, you know, one of these diagnostic carts you could easily find in one of the red rockets scattered around the Commonwealth. Next, we have another one that would fit well in, say, a red rocket settlement, a floor jack, and a handcart with a makeshift battery on it. Again, just makes sense, a power armor station with things found around the wasteland. Next, we have another more substantial one with half of a power armor lift, and then a ladder with some buckets of paint on it, which, nice again. Now, the next one is another more minimalist one where we have an assorted set of tools and a makeshift battery on the ground. Very fun indeed. We then have these, which are very cool and offer a really nice aesthetic change, and they're just lights. They're lights on the ground, and they do light up. And just imagine having these in some hangar full of power armor, and all of them lit up by these glorious things. Pretty darn cool. Now, next we have another just assortment of tools on the ground and some buckets of paint. After that, we have another dolly with a battery and some more assorted tools. The next one is honestly, I think, my personal favorite. It is a half of a power armor lift with a ladder and paint and a tarp to sort of cover up half of it. Again, it just makes kind of sense to me that you'd see something like this in the wasteland, you know, someone trying to hide to at least some degree their power armor, or at least hide it from maybe what they might be working on. It just is a cool idea, and when you actually have the power armor in there, it just looks great. And the last of the new power armor stations we have is just another assortment of tools, a ladder with more tools on it, and a makeshift battery. Now, as for the requirements to build these, they're all gonna take local leader of 2 and armor of 1, and as for resources, they each take different resources and in varying amounts, but in general they're going to be pretty on par with just the standard power armor station. But again, I think things like this fit in a lot more with the aesthetic of a post-apocalyptic Commonwealth than this. I mean, you maybe find some of these at the Brotherhood of Steel, but in the wasteland, I prefer these. I just think it looks cool. Now, let's go and have a look at these actually in the world with some power armor in each of these stations, or at least a couple of them. And again here, I really do love these lights, and if you have built some sort of cool power armor hangar, it's just a nice aesthetic touch to have these things. And, well, it is a power armor station. You click in here, and boom, you can go into it just like a normal one. And that, of course, goes for all of these power armor stations, as that's their whole purpose. Now, down here we have the cool one with the diagnostic cart and a nice set of Institute armor here. Very good looking, and like I said, my personal favorite, the one with the tarp. Let's just imagine you're building some sort of little hidden settlement somewhere. You have this over in a corner, just with the little bit of the power armor peeking out the side. It's just, I really love the look of this thing. It's very, very cool. especially with a more rusted Minuteman power armor here, which actually I don't think my texture's showing properly. That really shouldn't be that rusted, should it? Huh. Glitches in a Fallout game. Who knew? But yes, all in all, they are a very cool set of different power armor stations, really fitting a lot of different aesthetics, but all in all, really sort of gearing more towards an actual wasteland feel. And that to me is well worth the download of this. If you'd like to take a look at this for yourself, which I would certainly recommend you do, you can have a look at the link in the description. But yeah, that is gonna be it for this one. I mean, not a whole lot to go over here with just some nice new power armor stations. But yeah, go check it out, have fun with it, and hopefully you will come back for the next episode when we will be looking at what I really do hope is another wonderful mod. But until that time, thank you for watching, and as always, have a good one!